All right, thank you for stopping by the browse and enroll section of our website. I just wanted to give a really quick video to let you know some tips and tricks with using this. I do want to have several disclaimers. The first is your privacy is a right we will defend, so we're not going to sell your information. You're not going to put some information in here and then get 100 phone calls or emails or texts. Don't do any of that other than if you're in our system because you're one of our clients. Second is this is for Medicare Advantage and prescription drug plans. The Medigap plans are administrated differently, and so actually we have on our Medigap section, we have a request a quote. You can send us a message, call us at 877-877-5085 as well, and we'd be happy to work with you on that. Also, this is educational, so I'm not endorsing any plans. This is simply to help you if you'd like to use this tool. And because you're going through our website, I do get credit for the sale. So just a full disclosure there that if you would go through this, I would receive a commission from the sale. So I'm going to go ahead and click over here on the browse and enroll. You should see this right below the video, the Compare Advantage and prescription drug plans or prescription plans in your area. And I give a little blurb there about watching the video. So I'm going to click on the browse and enroll, and we're going to come up here and it's going to ask for our zip code. Now there's a help me choose, or there's a zip code and see plans and prices that really gets you to the same area. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my hometown zip code in here and click see plans and prices. And then it's going to say need help comparing plans. You can skip all this and go right to the plans. I'm going to really quickly click through this just so you can see how you can input information. So I'm going to hit next. It says tell us about any prescription medication, and you see where that's at on the screen. You can see that. Whoops, didn't mean to scroll there. You see that up here. And then if I hit next, it says add health, next add doctors, and last is where we can actually input the information. So I'm going to go up here and click add medication, and we're going to just put in a medication that again, I want to keep this short, so I'm just going to put in a 5 milligrams of lisinopril that I take 30. The quantity of the refill is 30 every month. And I'm going to add that drug. Okay, and then I'm going to say I'm done there, so I'm going to go to next, and then I'm going to say your doctors. I'm going to say Myersdale, and then my doctor I'm going to put in here. Now please understand, I'm not, number one, endorsing this doctor. It's my doctor actually, and two, don't be concerned if you have a doctor and he's not showing up. There are changes in the network. Matter of fact, what I just did there, selecting my doctor has moved, and so he's actually not in the town that I selected. I just knew for this demonstration that it was going to come up that way. So you have to give a lot of patience to the network finder, and there's actually a different way to do it once you are on the plan that you want to look at, and we can go through that. So I'm going to hit next. Then it asks how often do you receive medical care. I'm just going to say occasionally. That's 10 in-network office visits. I mean, that's a fair amount. And then it says 1 inpatient admission a year. So that's just, again, going to help us determine how much it's going to cost if we would utilize certain plans or enroll in certain plans. Pharmacy, now you see major chain is selected here. If you want to use a local pharmacy, you can click here, and then you can change the miles. So if I do 15 miles, you'll see I can search and get a lot more. I'm just going to put the first one that's here, just because I'm not endorsing any plans, so I'll put that one in. And then it says your current Medicare plan. I'm not going to worry about that. I don't have one. I'm just going to hit next. And it says loading plans. Okay, now, again, we're not going to go through all the details of the plans. I'm just going to click on the first one here, and we are going to go down to details, and we're going to click on that. And it just gives, running out of battery, hey, gives the rundown here, the summary at the top, but then all the different explanation of benefits are listed here. And if you go all the way to the bottom, you will see that it has drug coverage, and gives a little bit more about the levels of drug coverage, and then it has a summary of benefits, star rating, and multi-language insert. So lots to compare there. Again, one of the things we do all day long is help people look through these plans. I am going to go back to previous here and show you, it doesn't want to go back. There we go. I had to double click. There's a filter. You can filter by company. You can filter by plan premium. You can look at doctors that are in network, policy type, whether it's a point of sale, PPO, HMO, or a regional PPO, and then whether it has a deductible or not, whether it's a 5-star plan. So you can filter the plans like that. And then one other thing, if you're there, that's the Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans. Those have the combined medical and drug. If for some reason you need a Medicare Advantage plan without prescription drugs, and there's just only a few times where that would make sense for someone, you can click here and see those plans. And then if you need a Part D plan, so let's say you bought a Medigap policy and then you need a prescription drug plan, you can actually go there and you see that there's 18 plans found for the my home zip code, and you can scroll down and look at the plans. And then if you want to enroll, you just click, and this is the same for the Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans. And this is where you start to put in your information. And again, at any time, if you have any questions, 877-877-5085, or you can go back and, lots of places on our website, we have places where you can interact with us, send us a message, and things like that. There's actually a little link down here that's a message link, and it just says, let me know if you have any questions, and you can click send a message to us and enter your question. You could say, I would like help with the quote and enroll, or the browse and enroll tool, and you can hit send, and that's actually going to come to us. It does ask for your name and email. Again, we're not going to pester you. We will interact with you with email if you provide your email, so that we can help you out. So our goal is to not make you feel sold, but make you feel served, and we want to serve you, not sell you. We are your neighbor for trusted coverage. That's how we started this business, and we want to continue that moving forward. So hope this is helpful to you. Please give us a call. We don't ever want someone to feel pressured with a sale. We simply provide the information. I tell people I'm 86% neighbor, 12% educator, and 2% salesperson. So we try to weigh heavy on the being neighborly and being instructive on navigating this confusing time in life, and then we do have a huge portfolio of companies to provide the coverage that you need. Thanks so much. Nevin Hirsch, the Hirsch Group.